Good morning, everyone. Donna Height here, and today I am talking to Matt Snyder. He is the owner of High and Low Winery and Bistro, and we were just talking about he and I before we got onto recording about patios opening up on Friday. Yay! I love his patio. It's beautiful back there. It's just great scenery. The food is awesome, and so is the wine. So, welcome, Matt. And how are you today?
I'm doing well. Yes, thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. So for Friday, so tell us what preparations you're in. You know, what is it that you're doing to open up the patio and make everybody safe, and let's come out and drink some wine. There you're back now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right. Exactly. Of course, I got a spam call while we were just talking a moment ago. In any event, yeah. So it starts with safety, as you said. If people don't feel safe, we can have the best food and wine in the world, which we do, but people won't come out to enjoy that. So again, it does start with safety. So for us, it starts with the governor's guidelines as well as Medina County Health Department. Both have been wonderful to work with at an individual level as well as I think statewide or countywide, as the case may be. So most people are familiar with the spacing requirements, or maybe most people are. That is that each table or party needs to be spaced at least 6 feet apart. You can have groups up to 10 per table setting. So what we did is literally took a tape measure around. We gave ourselves a little extra space, more than 6 feet, just to kind of quote unquote play it even safer, if you will. We do have the benefit, as you alluded to a moment ago, of a large outdoor space. So even with that spacing, we have seating outdoors for over 100 people. And those are tables and chairs. We also have a large lawn area, and people are encouraged, if they would prefer, just from a comfort point of view, to do a picnic style out in the lawn. That would be great as well. Like I mentioned, the outdoor space. We also have an events pavilion, which will have additional seating there as well. So if the weather is a little spotty, even we do have seating in the pavilion, which you'll still get the benefit of that fresh air and the airflow, but you'll also get the benefit of having a roof over your head as well. So like I said, it starts with the spacing. We did kind of go for, we have all different table sizes, anywhere from 2 tops to 4 tops, 6 tops, but we did lean a little heavier on the 10 tops sizes. Our thinking is we've gotten a lot of interest in people who I think have socially distanced from a little bit of their extended network over the past couple months, who are looking to kind of get back out there, if you will. A couple birthday parties, this, that, and the other. So I think they're going to make up for a little bit of lost time. So we are expecting a little bit larger crowds, party size rather, again, within that 10 person limit. We also thought through a lot about the waiting area and space. So within the tasting room itself, so to access the patio and deck out back, you would come through our low tasting room. We have seating areas to wait where they'll be spaced apart, again, more than 6 feet apart. But what our goal really is to get everyone seated immediately. Even if you don't have a server available, even if we're not ready to start service, you'll kind of be waiting, if you will, at a table. Because once you're in a table, relax, that sort of thing. What we're really thinking through is preventing people from milling around. That's what we really want to avoid. So working with everybody to just, we're all in this together, as the phrase has been. And so just working with us, and we will work with you to get you seated, with the hopeful understanding that you realize, even though you're seated, you might not yet have a server immediately available, but would rather get you seated, comfortable, socially distanced, spaced apart, and then we can kind of take it from there. Again, with
Well,
the outdoor seating open. Oh yeah, go ahead.
well, that's okay. I think that people will be just one, happy to be out of the house, and two, have a change of scenery. And I think everybody is going to expect that wait at this point. It's going to be hard to have the staffing and everything in place so quickly too. So I think that that's a good idea. I prefer to sit while I'm waiting.
Right, exactly.
Exactly. So tell us a little bit about, I know you're doing some outdoor activities right now in your parking lot. So tell us a little bit about that. What's going on with that?
Yeah, so during the dine-in closure, we innovated and came up with some ideas to do some parking lot events or parking lot fun, as we've been calling it. And it's curbside, or not even curbside, rather carside service, where we provide service out to your vehicle, but you still can, enjoy the food and all that sort of stuff. And so Thursdays in particular have been a really big hit with bingo. We've been doing that for the past couple of weeks. And yeah, we have our kitchen manager. His name is Bob. We call him Bingo Bob. And he does a fantastic job with calling out the answers. He has a whiteboard, so he'll write B12 on it, and everyone's got their, their little bingo sheets, their cars, and he now has a megaphone as well. One of the things we added as we went along, because the lot does actually fill up. It's a great turnout. So what we're trying to figure out is, how do we keep that momentum and fun going as we now move into patio seating? We certainly don't want to kind of quit or let go of that bingo. So where we're kind of at in the here and now is continue to have bingo on Thursdays. If the weather permits, we'll just do it, out on the patio. And if the weather is really dicey, because the excitement and demand seems to be there, we'll just, have it out in your vehicle at that point. Same with Saturday concerts. Past couple Saturdays, we've done concerts out in the parking lot as well. The bands have set up outside. We even did it last Saturday when, if you recall, it was actually snowing. The band actually set up inside in the tasting room right in front of our big window. We opened the window. We turned on the fireplace inside so that they could stay warm. They projected their speakers outside, and everyone had a great time. The turnout was wonderful. And yeah, I think people are just, kind of itching for kind of that feeling of social connection in a way, again, that is safe and, is within all the guidelines.
Who knew there were so many extroverts out there? Right?
Exactly. Right.
I kind of thought I was alone most of the days, sitting home going, oh my God, I need to get out. I'm such an extrovert. All right.
Yeah,
So,
right.
so you have done some very innovative things, and it's been fantastic. And one of the other things I'd like to kind of let everybody know is about your grocery delivery service. So you kind of taken your vendors and said, hey, let's pull in and let's sell some of the things that you would normally prepare and sell, and that you're selling, like the toilet paper, prepare toilet paper, but you would use the different vendors for helping people get the supplies that they needed, and you actually delivered as well. So explain a little bit about that service, and if you're going to continue it, and maybe come fall, that maybe you help out as well with that. So
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so it starts with our website. It's www.searchhighandlow.com/shop, SHOP. So searchhighandlow.com/shop. Like you said, it started with looking at all of the kind of ingredients of food that we offered. And, we realized that, on our regular menu, we have a pretty good selection and really good ingredients as far as meats, cheeses, breads, you name it. We actually added a couple things that we didn't normally carry that we realized we tried to want to be a one-stop shop for somebody who, we're not, necessarily going to be, have everything that you're going to have, but we normally didn't carry, for example, obviously toothpaste, but we added toothpaste, Honey Nut Cheerios, for example. We didn't, normally have that on our bistro menu. Imagine that. And, but we went out and got some of those kind of staples, if you will, just to kind of round things out a little bit for people. And it just kind of grew from there. Toilet paper for a while there, when it was, a really difficult item to find, we were able to, secure it. It's not the most glamorous toilet paper in the world, but, at the end of the day, if you have the choice between none or that, people are choosing that ultimately. And it was interesting to see the kind of the ebb and flow as certain items at grocery stores were out of stock. We would see a spike, and then then they would be able to resupply, and then the next thing, one day it would be dairy, one day it would be flour. I think flour was a couple of weeks ago, so we were selling a lot of flour ultimately. Our plan is to definitely continue it on for the foreseeable future. We do, in addition to groceries, we sell our wine as well. So at an absolute minimum, we're going to continue on, like I said, for indefinitely on the wine side. On the grocery side, we're just going to wait and see. We, as a business, just strictly from a business point of view, we don't want to cut something off until we, know whether the demand's there on other areas, So as much as we're hopeful and excited for the patio, these parking lot events, we still do realize that there is a segment of the population that is just, for whatever reason, be it the health, levels of comfort or safety in their minds, aren't yet ready to even venture out to a patio. And so for those people, offering that delivery service, I think is important. And I think there's value there for everybody. So we're obviously in Medina. We're actually closer to Montrose Fairlawn on Route 18. So from our location there, we deliver within 25-mile radius. So a pretty wide range. We go all the way out to Chippewa Falls, Wellington. We've been out to all the way up to Lakewood. Trying to think, all points in between, Copley out to Akron. I think it's a $15 minimum for the order. It's $3.95 flat fee for the delivery. We do next day delivery. So if you would order today on a Thursday, you could get delivery on Friday, or choose a future day as well. Like I said, we're still kind of working through. We might tweak the radius, if you will. We might tweak kind of the offerings, but in the here and now, we don't have any intention of just kind of saying, hey, it got us through a couple of months, let's just shelve it. It's like I said, it's been a win-win for everybody.
No, and you, I think, I'm not aware of anybody else in Medina County that's doing that. I know outside of the county there are a few farmers and wineries like yourself who have kind of ventured out, or restaurants who have kind of ventured out into that realm, and it's very inventive, right? I mean, what's the phrase? Necessity is the mother of invention.
Right? Yes, right. Mm-hmm.
And so, thinking outside the box in times like this, and when your main business was completely shut down, I think that's very resilient and very smart to do. So that is fantastic. So again, why don't you tell everybody High Low Winery and Bistro at, what's the address?
Yep. Search highandlow.com/shop. Yep.
Now that's for the shopping. So what's your address for the patio?
Oh, I'm sorry. For the physical address, sure.
Yes.
588 Medina Road, Medina, Ohio. Just like I said, right on Route 18, just west of Medina line, east of 94.
Yes. I've been there a few times. I live off 94, so it's very between 94 and Medina line on Reimer. So I can
right.
You pretty quick, and it's beautiful location, beautiful scenery. Absolutely love the patios. Good luck to you. I hope everything works out, and the weather holds out for the weekend at least. And you have a great reopening this. All right, thank you, Matt.
Yep, thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
You're welcome, and you stay safe, okay?
Hey, you too. Thanks.
Bye-bye.